Aloha. I hope everyone is having a beautiful 4 day. Today is April the 4th, 2024. So everybody's all waiting for the solar eclipse that's happening on April the 8th, which also falls on the new moon. So the new moon and the solar eclipse is all happening on November the 8th. But for those of you who knows how the energy of guarding yourself really starts from today, April the 4th. And April the 4th is when all of your guardian angel comes in and start protecting you from all the different kind of energy that's flying around. I don't know about you guys out there, but here in Hawaii, it's very windy. And I'm sure there is a lot of things that's happening with the gust of wind, whether it's bridges falling down, a lot of bridges has been falling down. And also when people are going with the wind of speed, boom, 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 people are just not thinking and really speeding up their process of getting away with things. Because guess what? A lot of people have been getting away with things. And so there's going to be a huge uproar of evil because the evils right now, really, the mask has already come off and they've already taunting their way, thinking that they're above everyone else. Why? It's because of their narcissistic behavior. And when a narcissistic behavior starts, it's all due to what? A lot to do with the media. Whether we watch the movie, whether we watch the TV or Netflix or social media, as we call it right now, which is what we really thrive on every single day. We're all guilty of that if those people who, some people who has to do it just because, maybe because of business or just because it's part of your work now. Social influencers are getting paid millions of dollars of doing things to influence people because it really comes down to what? Conquer and divide. But some of that is just a huge hurricane of energy is just floating so vividly. And we're going to start to see all of that happening more and more and more. Why? It's because guess what? Why do you think so much people are starting to make their own, like these billionaires and trillionaires are making bunkers? A lot of them already seek into covers. And people are wondering, hey, whatever happened to P. Diddy, who's just got this, or the next person is Jay-Z, and he did this to his wife Beyonce. And a lot of these things are starting to unravel, while Britney Spears over there just dancing all day long in her social media. And so these are the kind of things that our conscious mind, as well as our subconscious mind, is getting truly affected. And not only that is getting affected, is the way we see things, how we view things in filter life or real life, right? And so really it comes to how you want to put on the next survival quote. Meaning that here in the United States is the election that's coming up. Boy, is that going to be the perfect storm of things happening, because now we have so much people migrating into the United States, just like the gust of wind, that is so uncontrollable that is flooding it. The floodgates literally is just start to collapse. So you can see not only, like I just mentioned, bridges falling down, people crossing the bridges to come to the floodgate has opened. And so people are now really coming together to seek which tribe, camp, or whatever you may call it, because we've already embedded ourselves into this divide and conquer spirit instead of bringing in good energy of people alike. So 4-4 is today really bringing in that peace, right? Bringing that peace inside of you to feel that peace of mind. And I've always tell my team 3 things. Does our solution fits the needs of others? And always think that, because that's what we do at Coco Jour, we make Minico Micro Bubble. Whether it's our Minico Micro Bubble system or our cooling products that we won an award with Dog Fancy magazine that keeps a dog cool at 65 degrees, no refrigeration needed, back in 2004. So it's been 20 years since I created something like that. And can you believe, back in 1970, they predicted the solar eclipse to happen in 2004. And that's what, 54 years ago? Right? And so these kind of things that once we have, whether it's a prediction or whether it's our belief system and how we bring things into that ring, that tribe, that, back in the days when they used to have the Roman Empire, or how we used to have, all these things, that's the sports arena. That's another thing that now is a huge thing, like, is the basketball being rigged? Has the football been rigged? So it comes down to, once again, how much taxes that people can put onto, whether it's the film industry, whether it's the pharmaceutical industry, whether it's the movie industry, whether it's us, everyday life in every different industry. So all of this is really, how is it going to stop? Is it going to stop? Is it just going to keep on going into that flow? And so people that I know already started, their planting, their gardening, their ways of life. Some of them already left and already created their own life, their own salvation, their own world. And so it comes down to how you really want to manifest. And that's why April signifies, as we say, the second quarter, when movers and shakers have to go and grab that. So when you start looking at all the media, it's all about new things that people are coming out, new, whether it's somebody that's doing coaching, or whether somebody is doing a new product launching, or new XYZ. April is the time for spring forward. So why can't we do something within ourselves? Check mark, the things that, because are we happy with ourselves? Are we always bringing negative energy of the way we speak, the way we think, the way we sometimes, people say, I'm so aggressive, or people say, I'm so loud, or people may say, who the F does she think she is? And so really all these noises, whether it's good comments, or wow, she knows a lot, or whoo, she's good fun to be with. People really have, once you speak, you show whether you have that authority. And once you have an authority, because that, what happens is, once you speak and have authority, that means that you're going to start to have a lot of people that not going to agree with you. They're mostly going to disagree with you. And so these are the kind of things that it's really going to start to bring in new challenges, new way of thinking, and most of all, the peace of mind. Because this is a time that people, when you just got rid of things that no longer serve you in March. And that was the biggest thing. And believe me, from yesterday and today when I woke up, I just felt so sick to my stomach. I couldn't figure out why. And then I had to go and, you know, do my blood work. And I remember I have to go to a gastro, because I've now really put that on my list. Have checkups 2 times a year or even every quarter, every 4 times a month, every 4 months, because gastro is so important and your gut health is so important because your gut health helps boost up your immune system. So whether we have been in the winter blues and saying every excuse is that we can't exercise and we're too busy, or we got too much traveling, or we got the holidays, or we got XYZ. Well, that's what I said. If you saw my chart the other time, December, January, February. Then when it comes to March, April, right? We have to start to rev up our engine to May. So March, April, May is really the time to get, March is your time to get your beep together. April is the time to bring out things together. And most of all, May is the go in Japanese, means go for it. And so there's a lot of things that's going to be erupting. It's really you are the one to make it or break it. This changes. And you got the next literally 3 months. No, well, 2 months, because it's March is gone, April. So April and May, people, these 2 months are so important. Launch it with all your heart, launch it with all your passion, and really open up things that didn't really, was not important. You always felt it was not important, such as love, such as friendship, such as bringing you energy. That is the most hardest shell to break this year, because if you don't, how are you going to find out? How are you going to find out your new friendships with other people? How are you going to find out maybe your new love interests, or maybe your new ways of life? So take control, start breaking that old habit, that old shell, because it's time to get it all out. If they were not there for you, do you think they're going to be there for you in 2024? Because 4 is really like, use that energy, especially your guardian angels that's around you, to help you lift, to help you guide you. Because even though you fall back, guess what? Get back twice as hard, so you learn the lessons. Lessons are good karma. It's not bad karma. It's truly good karma. So when people say, I wish you bad karma, or karma is going to get you, it's really what they feel, because it's a spell that they want to cast upon their negativity. So words, be careful. Words also listen, because it's a structure of who, what, why, and when is bothering them. So we're going to go deep more into that, because that's when we do our webinar soon. We're going to start getting into our webinar. I just launched our digital courses, so don't forget to sign up. for our webinar series and our information kit that you guys can get a whole bunch of information to really enjoy. So you take care. Have a beautiful, blessed 4/4 day, because it only happens once in a lifetime for me, right? Yeah. Unless you wait for 2044. I think I'll be dead by then. Maybe not. Who knows? Well, let's see what happens. Anyway, so take care and always be at peace of mind. Aloha and love and light.